Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. It's midnight my time. It's June 17th in the rest of the world, June 18th, excuse me, in the rest of the world. We're getting ready to go into London here. European markets have been trading for a little while, and I'm just seeing right now a range going on the pound yen. Earlier, missed it, but I just wanted to point it out. Had a small consolidation. Usually there's some kind of consolidation or some kind of squeeze going into Tokyo, the Tokyo session, because of just the lack of volume in the markets until that time. So there was a nice little squeeze right here, and the break there for about 60 pips or so. Same thing happened with the euro yen right here. Had the same, I won't draw it, the same little wedge right there, same exact time frame, but you know they're a cross that mirrors at each other, so they're usually not far off pattern-wise, and it's trading in this range here too. And I just want to note, these are old support and resistance lines that I drew a couple days ago, and they are still holding true and holding that range. So we'll watch for formation here later in the day, possibly. We've got some news coming out at 9:30 London time. Retail sales is the main thing that's coming out. All the news coming out of Britain has been pretty good, and the numbers, I have a feeling, are probably going to be decent, just because consumer sentiment and everything has been good too, if I recollect correctly. So what I did was I didn't post it because this is just something I'm just going off of. It made the break here 57, which has been a heavy resistance here, except for this little jump bump up. So I was just looking for this to break and hold. So I took a small position right around 57.10, and I'm going to hold it and place a stop break even as soon as the news comes out. Or if it makes a decent run up here, I'm going to protect some of those pips and place it just under wherever the price is at just before the news comes out, just because I expect the news to be good for the pound, and this is going to continue to go up. But looking at the big picture, I'm going to compress this down a little bit. Looking at the big picture, we were on a big uptrend here, and now the daily highs are getting lower. The daily lows, except for this one, well, actually, this was 15th going into the 16th here, but these lows are getting lower. Could be the mark of a new downtrend. I don't know, or maybe this is a hiccup this week, but just over the last couple days, it's been going down. So this could be a new trend, with everything coming out in the press, especially after G8 being dollar strength, and everyone seems to be going toward risk aversion again. This could continue. That's why I'm not looking for this break to hold much today, just because I'm going to stick with this downtrend for now. So it might bump up after the retail sales, but come New York time, it may continue to fall. I'm not sure. Obama, or President Obama, has been making some statements today that makes me a little nervous. I don't know if it makes the market nervous, but he's talking how he's going to make this sweeping bank reform, and how he's going to take control of the banking situation, and this is going to be the biggest reform since the Depression in the early 1900s. And so that kind of scares me a little bit whenever government wants to take control of anything. So I don't know how that's going to play out in the market. It didn't seem to have much effect on it today. It did jump up a little bit in Tokyo. No, it wasn't Tokyo. is right toward the end of New York. I don't know if that had anything to do with what he was talking about. Because I've been out all day. I haven't really listened to much news today or read much news. But I'm just kind of thinking about that in the back of my head. So sorry to ramble. That's just what I'm thinking right now. So anyway, let's get back to the charts here. I just wanted to point that out. There was that little tight consolidation, like I said before. In a consolidation, I like to see it range around a bit before it starts to make a squeeze. But, honestly, this happens a lot during Tokyo, and right before the Tokyo or Sydney Open, there's always some kind of little squeeze and some action afterwards. And it's always a good time that you can pick up 20 or 30 pips if you can watch the price action, get a feel, and also keep in mind these major support resistance levels. I also wanted to point out too that I talk about the Psyche levels a lot, and mainly because too we're always talking about the pound yen over on the Forex Factory thread. And I just want to point out here, if you look at these Psyche levels, here's 55.50. Okay, this came down, didn't quite come down, but it had enough of a reaction off of it. 56.50, same thing. This right here, this area in here and here is, I'm not going to draw it, but that's the 5600 area. 57, holding pretty true there. 50 here, those came up to the top of 50 there. 58 didn't really do much, but I've just been looking at these and they've just been holding really true. 58.50, more than on any other pair that I see. This 59.09, but you can see right here, that's 59 right there, 59 across here, 59 over here. They do hold up pretty well. So I just wanted to point that out, and it's just on the pound yen where it holds true the most. Even I look at the euro yen sometimes, and it holds pretty. Here's 32.50 here, 3,300, causing some resistance here, support and resistance here. I don't know, this 33.26 line has really seen a lot of action though. And then here you can see it 3,400, resistance and support and resistance. And then here 34.50, again here, bottom here. So those Psyche levels really do hold really true, especially with these two pairs, but even more so with the pound yen. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at support resistance areas and major levels, and too in taking trades. Sometimes when it's bouncing around in these ranges here, and it can get past a Psyche level like this, it always makes a run. See, it broke here, made a quick run, bounced right back down. And then here it made a break, and then it made a nice little run. And now it broke the 50, and it's continuing to run. So I'm just going to keep holding what I have, see what happens, taking it into retail sales that comes out at 9:30 London time, which is an hour and 23 minutes away. Okay, I'm going to get this cut up and posted and loaded up on the YouTube. So you guys can listen to me if you really want to. So anyway, guys, have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon.